Clement's Homebrew coming at you in the kitchen. And got a good beer here, one I've been wanting to try, wanted to share with you. This is the Old Guardian Oak Smoked. Yes, this is the odd year release. In every odd year they're starting to do a unique, the regular Old Guardian and something unique. They did a Belgian version before, and this time they've got the Oak Smoked. So we're going to get this cracked open and see what we got. Alright, take a look. It's amazing when you're in a different light. This is actually a pretty clear beer, truly. This is like a really reddish copper in color with some brown hues. A nice one finger off-white head. Little rockiness in the top, but some tight bubbles. It looks nice. Let's get a nose on this one. Oh, wow. Wow, that's an interesting mix. I'm getting like the some of the sweet caramels coming off, a little bit of the hoppiness coming off of it, a little bit of grapefruit on that. But I'm getting the smokiness, and it's interesting. It kind of struck me almost like a bacon type smokiness. Well, maybe not. You get a little bit of the oak, but and it might be too cool, but I'm getting a lot of sweet caramel still off of this. A little bit of citrus, almost like a stone fruit or something I'm getting off of it. That's really, that's throwing me. Like some cherry, like real sweet, like some cherry in it as well. I'm kind of befuddled because I've never gotten that off of an Old Guardian. Yeah, got some real sweetness on that as well. That's the trip. Well, let's get a taste on this one. Wow, that's really nice. That's really different. Let's talk about what this is a little bit as I'm kind of absorbing and taking it all in, but it's an American barley wine. It's 11.4%. But what they did different with this is they added in German oak smoked wheat malts, if I recall reading off the side. So, you know, rather than pulling in that smokiness and the oak flavors by putting oak chips, at least they don't mention that they do that, they're doing that with the wheat malts. And it kind of works and it kind of doesn't a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of the smoky character to this. Not exactly the same as a Rosh beer. And you take that along with the hops in this, and it does give you like a bitter taste on it as well as you get towards the end of it. At the beginning, you pick up a lot of the hop character. You get a little bit of grapefruit off that. And as it goes through, more of the smoke character comes in, but you get a lot of like the sweeter malts and the caramel malts in this. Which are really good. But what's really different with this is the smoky flavors that come in are definitely dominating the beer. And so while it's blending in with the caramel flavors and so forth, it really dampers down the stronger hoppy character that you normally expect from Old Guardian. So that's a real twist. And at certain levels, it kind of accentuates the beer a little bit. My personal take on it is though that the smoke character is just too much. I think it kind of overtakes all the other flavors that you expect out of a barley wine. Now that's from my personal opinion, but Yeah, and a barley wine I really like those sweet characters, and an American barley wine I really like that big hoppy character. But that all shifts quite a bit with this beer. It's pretty smooth, easy drinking. It's more of a medium body, a full end of a medium body, I'd say. It dries out a little bit at the end, so it's a semi-dry, but not completely. I have to admit, I appreciate the front end of it, where you get a little more of the hop character, and the middle, where you get the smokiness really blending in with the like caramel and hints of toffee, much more than the end, because as it dries out, that real smokiness comes in, and some of the bitter flavors from the hops come in. And the two together don't give me quite the ending on the beer that I would hope for. Rating this one's gonna be really tough. You know, my favorite old guardian was when I met Greg Koch and had a glass of the a 6-year-old version. It was last year, and it was a bottle of the 2006, and oh damn, that was good. But all right, so for ratings on the Old Guardian Oak Smoked, I'm gonna have to give this one an 89, a high B+. It has some really good character, really good flavors. I think there was just too much of that oak smoke quality coming from the wheat. I think they could have backed down on that a little bit, or beefed something else up. As far as overall goes, I'm glad I tried it. I'm dropping down a good bit more. I'm dropping all the way down to an 84. It's pleasurable. It's fun. I would certainly have it again if someone had it around, but probably not going to honestly seek this one out. Anyway, what can I say? Life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you in the next beer review. Cheers. This is the Old Guardian. I've just gone unfocused.